Now, the next topic, general store versus niche store. Which is better and why? Okay, so here's a quick understanding for you guys, just right off the top, okay? A general store is actually like multiple niches, okay? A general store equals multiple niche stores. Multiple niche stores as categories, okay? So in a general store, think of your categories as your niche stores, okay? Think of your categories that way. So you have a general store with a bunch of categories that each sell niche products. Now, an example would be like, let me go over here to a general store. Here's a general store, Teespring. They're a general store, and then see how they have categories here? Like animals, pets. So this is a general store that has a category called animals, pets, horses. So right here, they have a general store that has a whole entire category designed for horses. Okay, so you can either have a whole entire site specifically to horses, that would be a niche site. You can create a niche site directly all about horses, or you can create a general store which basically has a category dedicated to horses. Now, there's a pros and cons of each. Okay, so I'm going to kind of walk through that. So let's just go like right here to this. If I was going to advertise, I want to advertise directly into this shirt here to people that love horses. This is the Horse Heartbeat shirt. I want to advertise directly to a product like this. Now, there's two different things that can happen when they get here. One, they land on this page and it's a general store, which means it's selling everything, okay, like Amazon or Teespring or anything. Or two, it is a horse lover store, all about horses. Now, that is a niche store. The niche store will convert more. So a niche store will convert more. So for example, if this logo, instead of Teespring, if this logo said like, you know, women who love horseback riding or something like that, or, you know, I love horses or whatever it is, and has a beautiful picture of a horse here, and these categories were all related to horses instead of related to random stuff, then people would feel more like it's a horse site. You know, it's a store that's all about it's all about horses. And you can have a blog that's all about horses. You can do all kinds of stuff. In a niche store, you can do all kinds of stuff. Not only that, but all of your analytics on this store could be all about horses. Your Facebook pixels could be building an audience of people all about horses. The email list you're building, your email list is all about horses. Your retargeting list is all about horses. If this is a niche store and you focus on horses, everything here could be all about horses, and ultimately that's better. So niche stores are better, but when you're first getting started out, how do you know you even want to be in the horse niche? How do you know? I mean, unless you just love horses and you don't care, you'll do it even if it's not making money, then sure, you know. But you might want to start out like maybe like your ultimate goal is to build a niche store, but you want to start out and maybe build, let's do like jobs, nursing. Maybe you want to start off and maybe be like, hey, I want to be able to. I just got an idea for a great nursing product. Well, how are you going to have a nursing product on your horse site? If you have a site that's exclusively to horses, you can't feature nursing products there. You can't feature law enforcement products, right? You can't feature entrepreneur products there. So it's all about horses. Whereas if you have a general store allows you to experiment with random products. You might completely experiment with, you know, military products. And then if it goes well, then you're going to want to do a niche store. So here's what I suggest to do. General stores versus niche stores. Here's my advice. Okay, advice. Start with a general store. Create categories for each niche to experiment. Now, that's whatever niche you want to experiment in, create a category for it. When a product / niche starts selling well, then create a new niche store for that, create a new niche store with more products. So what I mean by that is, like, let's say you start with a general store selling, you know, this might be selling jewelry, let's say iPhone cases, etc. And so when you're selling all of this, next thing you know, you realize, oh my God, this little heart, this jewelry piece, this little custom piece of jewelry with a heart, with a Rottweiler in the middle, is doing incredibly well. So you know what? You decide, I want to be in a niche. I want to be in the dog niche. And so then what you do is you might set up a new store. Instead of a general store, you might set up a niche store all about the dog niche. And then And so create a new niche store with more products. Now you might actually go and create a second store. Now this one's all about dogs. Like I love Rottweilers, or just, you know, or dogs are better than people, or dogs best friends, or whatever it might be. You know, there's all kinds of things. I'll show you how to find a domain name for it next. But then you would start up like a dog related store, if you will, and like a dog pet store. And it's got all, now the whole entire store is filled with dog supplies. Now the person's more likely to add more products to their cart, and you're able to really laser in and target that niche, build a 100,000 person email list of people that have dogs, start selling all kinds of gear, really focus on that. But you use the general store to experiment. Now, even when you start the dog store, you keep your general store, because maybe you want to experiment, maybe you see like an awesome product in AliExpress that is for like soccer moms. You're like, oh my God, this is the perfect gift for soccer moms. Well, that wouldn't fit in your niche site for dogs. So then what you would do is you experiment in your general store for you know, now you create a new category for like soccer moms or whatever, or soccer, and then you start experimenting, and then if that sells well, then maybe you create a whole new niche site all about soccer moms, okay? So use the general store to experiment, create categories for each niche you want to do and fill those with products, and then when it starts selling well, then you create a new niche store. So that's the difference between niche stores and general stores. Now, huge announcement. We are in the works right now, and you guys are going to get to experiment this first. We are in the works right now of a brand new theme, Shopify theme and a Shopify app that are going to be working together. And without giving you all the details of this one app theme that we have, you're going to basically be able to download the theme, install it, and download the app. And what it does, you guys ready? It turns your general store into multiple niche stores. So what happens is you don't have to set up a bunch of new accounts. You don't have to have 10 accounts for 10 niches. What it does is it converts your categories. Our new theme converts your categories into their own stores. So let's say you have a general store, and let's say it's like this right here. So let's say you have a general store, and now you want to have a category called nursing. Well, what this category does is this category is going to allow you to create your own logo. So the category is going to have its own logo. The category is going to have its own navigation bar. And the category is going to have its own products, completely unrelated. So if somebody comes to your nursing category, it feels like they're on a nursing site. It feels like they're completely on their own nursing site. So this is powerful. This theme also allows you to have your own Facebook pixel just completely for this section. So what it does is you have one Facebook pixel that is a general pixel, and then you have another Facebook pixel which is a nursing pixel. So it allows you to be able to use both pixels, which is killer, and it allows you to be able to track, like, it's basically as if you just formed a whole entire separate site. It allows you to put up a logo, categories, a name of it, and its own products only related to nursing. And then if they go over here and they click over like a big button over here, then they're able to see all of your sites on your network. So what it does, this theme actually creates a network of sites, but you're only paying one Shopify theme, which is fantastic, you guys. This is something that we're releasing. It's going to be awesome. You guys stay tuned for that. So this makes even more sense for you to really just get a general store and start experimenting. And we got your back with some of these cool things. And that's coming very, very soon. It's being built right now.